and of course your London City Royals. Both teams at the moment are locked in, competing for 4th place in the league, a top 4 finish. Nothing is promised. This is one of the tightest campaigns in the BBL in recent memory. There are currently 5 teams locked in for potential playoff spots. It will all be decided this next week, and this game is key in deciding what will or won't be. So make sure you get your beverage, strap up and get ready for what will be an exciting evening of basketball action right here at the Palace. If I do have your attention, then I'm going to remind you just one more time, we do have the merchandising stand up on the concourse, and we encourage you to make your support of the Royals official by picking up a commemorative BBL Trophy Championship winning team. We won the trophy in our first season. Wow. Celebrate with us by picking up your team at the merchandising stand, and of course, make your support of the Royals official by picking up your crown. We're building a royal family here, and you're invited to join. All up on the concourse. So. Two. Okay, the teams to benches, please. Teams to benches. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are just entering the Palace, we want to welcome you. Pardon the pun, but a warm welcome to the Palace for this BBL Championship matchup between the Rocks from Glasgow and your London City Royals. First of all, we're going to welcome our guests this evening, the Glasgow Rocks. Wearing number 2 is Byron Ziegler. Number 17 is Greg Pryor. Number 8 is Buna Daya. Number 33 is Gareth Murray. 24 is Murray Hendry. Number 10 is Kenny Carpenter. Number 9 is Johnny Bunyan. Number 7 is Tadas Rakunas. Number 23 is Alex Geddes. Number 15 is Alistair Fraser. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we announce the last man on their team, we want to make a special announcement. This is the last season of a very, very special player for British basketball, a man by the name of Mr. Kieran Achara. Kieran has been a huge ambassador for our sport. He is a GB international, one of the most decorated players in our sport. This is his last season. So can we ask Kieran to come out to centre court, please, just for a moment, as we present him with a Royals jersey, just to commemorate a fantastic career. On behalf of British basketball, we thank you, Kieran. We wish you well for your future. Hold on to that vest. You never know. If you think about coming out of retirement, you've already got the vest, you know where to come. And of course, also, the Rocks are coached this evening by Coach Lavindia.
Facing your enemy, you have to aim for his weak.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, make some noise for your home team, London City Royals. Wearing number 21, the man mounted, the big man inside, give it up for Will Lemmy. Wearing number 33, hailing from East London, the man that can, the Tower of Power, give it up for Sam Tolawasi. Wearing number 15, our long shooting boy next door, pass me the sugar, give it up for Will Nasty Neighbor. Wearing number 11, NBA Live, give it up for Matthew Brian Amani. Wearing number 9, the professional, aka the microwave, give it up for Josh Rogers. Wearing number 4, also hailing from North London, give it up for Mr. Hart, Mr. Hustle, Mr. Clutch, A.J. Roberts. Wearing number 10, Mr. Smoothini, the GB International. Fastest hands in the business, give it up for Jules Bang Akodo. Wearing number 12, I'm glad to have him back on the court. Long awaited return, home return of LBC Bouchard. Wearing number 6, the South London Sniper. Give it up for Easy and Lucas. Wearing number 20, WW, we win. Give it up for West Rushman. And wearing number 2, back out on the home court, our co-captain, give it up for Ashley Hamilton. And last, but by no means least, our heart and soul, wearing number 13, OJ is the greatest. Give it up for Orland Jackman. And your Royals, as ever, are coached by the irrepressible Jay Williams, Mike Defoe, Lewis Gabriel, Ali. And we also recognize Nate tonight and Nads tonight. It's a family affair. Let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, about 3 minutes ago, before we really get going, I want to give you some perspective on the evening's proceedings. There is a high chance we're going to be facing each other in the playoffs. Not guaranteed, but a high chance. A key matchup tonight. Both teams with very similar records. The Rocks sitting at 16 wins and 13 losses. The Royals sitting at 16 wins and 14 losses.
Welcome, basketball fans. It's showtime, a fourth place showdown, and no doubt there will be some throwdowns tonight. The London City Royals and the Glasgow Rocks, a potential first round matchup here in the BBL playoffs. The Rocks currently sitting in fourth position right now at 16 and 13. They've soared all the way from 10th position up into fourth now. Off a terrific run since changing head coaches. Vincent Lavandier has been spectacular. Multi-year deal signed with Glasgow, and he has been the straw that has stirred this drink. He has been fantastic for Glasgow, for the London City Royals, their inaugural season. It's been an up and down roller coaster affair, but they sit at 16 and 14 now in fifth position. They're looking to leapfrog Glasgow with a win tonight and get home court advantage. Coming off a spirited victory on Friday night, 93-88 in overtime on the BBC. They were victorious on the road against Sheffield, led by Ed Lucas with 18 points and Ashley Hamilton with 17. Last time these two teams met, March 26th, it was Glasgow getting the better of the City Royals, 98-81. So chance for redemption for the Royals tonight. And of course, these two teams know each other very well. The Rocks and Royals going head-to-head in the BBL Trophy semi-final, as the Royals swept both games before winning that tremendous overtime victory in the Battle of London against the London Lions up at the Emirates Arena in Glasgow. So we're just about ready to tip it off here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. A nice classy tribute before they match by the London City Royals to Kieran Achara. What can we say about this man? Second all-time in GB international caps with over 100. He made his professional basketball debut in 2008, almost 20 years he has played professional. The 35-year-old Scottish native. And a nice presentation from Ashley Hamilton, another Team GB international. So we're ready to tip it off. It's going to be Will Oharobi against Bo Ziegler here. And we're off at the Palace. And it's Lucas gathering the loose ball. Jackman on to Wes Washburn, the American, coming over from the NBA G League. All the way to the rack for the easy two. And a picture-perfect start here for the home side. Wes Washburn, one of the best in the BBL, going downhill. If he gets that screen, very difficult to stop. Here's Fraser leading the Rocks in scoring. Murray, Ziegler backing in. Ziegler working on Jackman. Ziegler turning with the left hand. Nicely done. And you see why Ziegler is in the top 10 in the BBL in shooting percentage. Shooting up around 60% here. Here's Roberts, Lucas, Washburn, 12 on the shot clock. Oharobi, pick and roll. Jackman, three ball, it's deep. It rims out, and Murray does a nice job boxing out. Here comes Pryor, gets the screen. Pryor on now to Murray. Entry pass to Frazier on the block, spinning. Frazier looked like he got away with a walk, and out of bounds is Greg Fryer. So nice defense here by the Royals. That's a turnover on the Rocks. Rocks in action tomorrow. Going down to Surrey. Play the Surrey Scorchers in Guildford. Grab your tickets, get out to that one if you can. Lucas. And Oharobi can't handle the pass, and a bit of miscommunication between the Royals as they starting to integrate Oharobi back into the lineup. He was out with an injury for a while. They got to get it in a hurry, and they get it in now to Ziegler. Ziegler, he's got Jackman on him. Ziegler driving, lost the handle, gets it back, and now it's Frazier up top. Very good passing big man, averaging over 3 assists per game. Murray, three ball, knocks it down. The stretch four, stretching the D with a big three ball. And the Rocks take the lead here in the early going. Washburn. On to Jackman. Jackman, kick out, Lucas. And he stepped out of bounds. So a couple of costly turnovers here in the early going here between these two squads. So Carpenter now, the American, will inbound on to another American. Greg Pryor, who leads this squad in assists at 3.4 assists per game. Here's Murray, longtime GB international. Pull up from Carpenter. It's short, and Jackman gets the board. On to Ed Lucas. South London sniper, teeing it up, and he knocks it down. Ed Lucas making it rain early here at the Palace. So a couple of baskets and a couple of three balls traded between these two squads. Here's Pryor, driving, Pryor. Kick out to Murray. On to Frazier on the block. Ziegler, nice drive with the left hand, and it rims out. Washburn over the timeline now. The Iowa native gets the screen from Oharobi. Pulls up, a deep two. Nothing but net from WW. And a good start here from Wes Washburn. The 6'1" point guard mid-season acquisition. Here's Pryor on to Ziegler. High-low pass, Frazier lost the handle and steps out of bounds. So another turnover here on the Rocks, who are looking a little bit sloppy here in the early going. It's a tough building to play in, and it's very hot tonight in here. It's like a sauna. Jackman on to Oharobi up top, directing traffic. Here's Washburn. Rocks switch, Washburn goes to work. Crossing over, checking his range, it rims out. And Ziegler on to Carpenter, Carpenter. And it's knocked away, and Washburn. Royals have numbers. Nice pass, Jackman with the Euro step. Tic-tac-toe, beautiful ball movement, sharing the sugar of the London City Royals here in the early going, taking a 9-5 lead. Murray, watched by Roberts. Ziegler, dribble handoff to Carpenter. Frazier up top. Pryor is going to get the screen. Murray, three ball with a hand in his face. It doesn't go, and Oharobi with an easy board. Washburn over the timeline. Pick and roll, they kick it out to Roberts for the three ball, and he hits it! A.J. Roberts from downtown. And a good start here for the Royals with a 12-5 lead. Here's Carpenter, driving into the paint, kick out, Murray, back to Carpenter. Frazier, deep two, and Roberts tracks it down for the rebound. Roberts will slow it down on to Washburn. Washburn gets the screen, Washburn driving all the way for an easy two with the left-handed finish. And we got a timeout here by Vincent Lavandier, and the Royals are heating up here, 14-5 in the early going. And don't forget, coming up this May 19th, there is the Benecos playoff finals. Grab your tickets for that if you can. 5:17 left in the first quarter here. The Royals out in front, 14-5. They were in action on Friday night. Lucas with 18, Hamilton with 17, Washburn had 16, and Jackman with 13. So 4 players in double figures on Friday night for the Royals. And for Glasgow, they were last in action last week with an 86-76 win over Cheshire, their 10th home win in a row. They are making the Emirates Arena a fortress. They were led by Kieran Achara with 20 in that one. Frazier had 17, Ziegler with 14, Rinkunas with 11. They also had 4 players hitting double digits the last game. So it's a balanced attack that's really been the key to the Rock's success this season. Really no egos on this squad. They play great team ball. They share the ball, pass up good shots for great shots. This is Murray. Ziegler. Pryor gets the screen. And backing in. Ziegler on now to Achara, step back three, rattles out. Jackman with another board. He's second on the Royals in rebounding this season, averaging 7 boards a game. Ohorobi sets a screen. Washburn, kick out to Jackman. Lucas driving, pulls up, doesn't go, and it's Murray with the board. Pryor pushing it over the timeline. Pryor looking, and he has that pass deflected, and we got a foul on Achara against Orland Jackman as the Rocks were in a little bit of trouble with the Royals having numbers. So heads up foul by the veteran. Neighbor checking in now along with the Royals captain, Ashley Hamilton. He had a big contribution at the end of last night's, or Friday's game, I should say. Really led by example in that fourth quarter and overtime. So here's Hamilton on to Neighbor, shooting above 40% from beyond the arc. Another guy shooting above 40% from behind the three-point line. It's Ed Lucas on to Hamilton. Hamilton facing up. Strong move with the left hand. And he takes Murray to school for 2. 16-5, Royals in command here. Pryor. Rinkunas coming off a screen. He can heat up from behind the arc, shooting 40% from behind the three-point range. Here's Rinkunas. Nice pocket pass. Ziegler with the 3-ball. In and out. Washburn with an athletic board. Washburn driving. The double comes. He slows it down. Now Neighbor's going to set the screen. Washburn with a path to the net. And a beautiful finish. Razzle-dazzle. Les Washburn. WW came to play tonight. 18-5. It's been one-way traffic right now. Lavendier directing, barking out instructions, trying to slow this thing down, and now Neighbor picks off the pass. Neighbor, Hamilton. Neighbor had a path all the way to the basket there. They kick out for Roberts, it's short. Hamilton with the board. Hamilton backing in, Neighbor, chance for another. Neighbor with the dish, and stepping out of bounds was Hamilton. Now we're going to have a foul, pardon me, on the play here against the Rocks. And Jules Dangakoto is going to come in now for Ed Lucas. So Royals have that luxury of playing with 2 point guards on the court, with 3 very good point guards in Dangakoto, Washburn, and Elvisi Dusha. Roberts driving, trying to break down the D, and a strong move from A.J. Roberts, and he'll go to the free throw line. He was shaking, he was baking. A.J. Roberts, the former Hemel Storm star, was tremendous in the NBDL Cup final in that big victory against the Manchester Magic. And now getting his first sniff at pro basketball here in the BBL. And he has seized the opportunity. A.J. Roberts, the 6'5" guard out of Union University. And his game has really grown a lot this season. 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Now here's Pryor over the timeline. Murray running baseline to go to Achara up top. He's watched by Neighbor. Achara on to Ziegler. Rinkunas directing traffic. Ziegler sets a screen. Rinkunas loses the handle, and that's going to be a backcourt violation on the Rocks. So Elvisi Dusha is going to check in now. And some terrific team defense here by the Royals. They have really shut the door here on the Rocks, throwing a lot of different schemes at them, doubling, peering out of thin air for steals, and they have that length to cause a lot of disruption too. And this is Dusha now, the Albanian international. Dusha on to Dangakoto. Here's Hamilton. Hamilton, double comes. Neighbor, back to Hamilton. Hamilton, up and under! And it's Kieran Achara reading it like a book for the block. Just a bit too long Hamilton had on the block there, allowing the defense to converge on him. Achara Dribble handoff to Rinkunas. Rinkunas, nice pocket pass. Achara bullies his way in. Will Neighbor thought it was a charge, and it's going to be out of bounds on Achara, who has a few words with the officials here. So the defense continues to get it done here for the Royals. Just 5 points they have given up tonight. They did a great job in Sheffield as well, and the quarter just leaving Sheffield with just 7 points in one quarter. Tolawasi coming off a screen. Sam the man almost threw it away. Dusha does a nice job to save it. Dusha, kick out. Tolawasi, step back three. Doesn't go. And it's Murray with the board. Pryor. Will slow it down and get over the timeline. He's watched by Jules Stangakoto, the 22-year-old GB international. Here's Murray driving. Murray watched by Hamilton. And now on the block. Ziegler, Murray, 3-ball, rattles it in. Murray dialed in for this one. Such a luxury to have a big that can pop out and shoot the three the way Murray does. Dangakoto, kick out. Neighbor passes it up. Neighbor. And now with some second effort on the boards, it's Hamilton doing a nice job, not giving up on the play. He's a very good offensive rebounder, Ashley Hamilton. And now Johnny Bunyan, the 14-time Scottish national champion. Just 26 years of age, the point guard, 5'11", from Falkirk. Checking in now for the Rocks. Hamilton knocks down the first. A big signing here by the Royals, of course, was BBL Trophy MVP back in March in that overtime victory over the London Lions at the Emirates Arena in Glasgow. Here's Bunyan. Dusha, Royals showing press. Achara over the timeline. Achara pressured onto Rinkunas. Screen comes from Achara. Ziegler on the elbow, driving. Ziegler with the left hand, doesn't go. And it's Tolawasi with the board. Hamilton over the timeline now. Hamilton onto Dusha. Dishes for days. Dusha up top. They'll play for last shot with 12 on the clock. Rocks go zone D. Hamilton, Dusha, Neighbor, Dusha, 3-ball. It's off. Dangakoto, and it won't go. So after 1 quarter of play here, it's the London City Royals leading 21-18, completely dominating the Rocks here. I'm Mike Weber. I'll be back with more BBL action in 1 minute's time here. Welcome back here to the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. And it was Old London City Royals in that first quarter, 21-8. They dominated the Rocks here in a game that has some playoff implications, a fourth place showdown, if you will. The Rocks right now sitting in fourth, but the Royals can leapfrog them, of course, with a victory tonight. And excellent first quarter. Terrific execution in the half-court offense. The Royals shooting 47%. The Rocks didn't quite have a half-court offense operating efficiently, just 3 of 10. And the 3-ball falling nicely, though, for the Rocks, 2 of 5 for 40%. Royals only team to get to the free throw line. They went 3 for 4 there. And also winning the battle on the boards, 10-7. Achara. Dribble handoff to Bunyan. Bunyan. As Rinkunas coming off a screen, they can't get it to him. They go to Achara instead. Bunyan driving. Bunyan draws the foul on the floor. Johnny Bunyan last season averaged 4.6 points per game for the Rocks, but one of these players has really shown a lot of growth and development in his game since the takeover of head coaching duties by Vincent Lavandière. Here's the left hand from Achara, doesn't go. Dusha with the board. Dusha slows it down, picks up his dribble, finds Tolawasi. The Nigerian international on now to the Albanian international. Tolawasi, Dusha, Dangakoto. Hamilton on the block. 7 on the shot clock. They got to get something going in a hurry. Dangakoto lines up the 3, doesn't go, and Ziegler brings down the board. Here comes Murray. Murray on to Rinkunas. Up top to Achara, lines up the 3 ball. No, sir. Tolawasi with the board. This is Dusha now. He'll slow it down. Now, Neighbor on the free throw line, Dangakoto. Dusha down the lane, Tolawasi thought about it. Hamilton steps in for 2 and nails it. Ashley Hamilton, a captain leading by example. Bunyan, pressured by Dusha, who's hounding him nicely. Bunyan on now to Achara. Nice backdoor cut. Rinkunas doesn't finish, but picks up the foul on Jules Dangakoto, and that is a type of execution the Rocks like to see. The backdoor cut, beautiful pass. Checking in now, Matthew Brian Manning, getting his first action of the evening as Hamilton checks out. So Rinkunas certainly had a terrific campaign here with the Rocks. One of 3 players averaging 12 points per game, along with Frazier and Achara. Misfires on the first and knocks down the second. And we're gonna have a substitution now as Alistair Frazier will come in, and some nice minutes from the American Bo Ziegler. Dangakoto over the timeline. He's got Neighbor, Dusha, Brian Manning, and Tolawasi out there with him for the Royals. Dangakoto turns on the Jets. Neighbor thought about it, driving. Nice dish, Tolawasi with the reverse. Tic-tac-toe. The boy next door with a nice dime to Tolawasi. Here's Bunyan. Gets the screen from Achara. Achara puts it on the floor. Thought about a mid-range jumper. Kicks out to Bunyan. 3 ball, it's long. Alistair Frazier going to work, but Brian Amanino battles him on the boards. Here's Dangakoto. Kick out. Neighbor, 3 ball, doesn't go. And we're gonna have a foul on the play. It looks like Tolawasi gonna get whistled for a hold. That's that energy game Sam Tolawasi likes to play. Really gets after it on the offensive boards. Grabs a lot of steals and blocks. Really a guy that brings a lot of intangibles to this City Royals team. Here's Murray. Bunyan. Achara, nice dish. Fraser with the slowed throw down. Lovely stuff, big to big. And the Rocks connect for 2. Dusha. Dusha. Kick out. Brian Amani. Backing in, spinning with the right hand. Lovely stuff from NBA Live. Bunyan over the timeline. Murray directing traffic. Gets it back to Bunyan. Rinkunas. 12 on the shot clock. Achara from the elbow. Doesn't get the roll. Achara can't find his range yet. Here's Dangakoto with a head of steam, and we're going to have a foul on Bunyan as Ed Lucas and Wes Washburn are going to come in, and the veteran Kieran Achara is going to check out. Ziegler back into the game prior. It's going to call the number of Bunyan, and looks like Carpenter going to come in as well here. So Lucas, Tolowasi, Washburn, Brian Manning, and Neighbor. And it's going to be Bunyan, Pryor, Frazier, Carpenter, and Ziegler. 6:51 left to go. And the London City Royals in cruise control here, completely dominating the Rocks and shooting a fantastic 50% from the floor. The Rocks still struggling to find the rhythm at 26%. Here's Washburn. Washburn gets the screen from Brian Manning. Tolowasi driving, Tolowasi spinning, Tolowasi with the power move. Brian Manning, Neighbor, and we got a foul. As Big Will got on the boards, and he will go to the free throw line. Will Neighbor has done it. Oh, it's going to be, pardon me, a foul on the floor here. So end line ball, West Washburn to inbound. Washburn into Neighbor. On to Tolowasi, watched by Pryor. Brian Manning getting a seal here on Frazier. Big man backing in. And Frazier's going to get whistled for hooking his arm on Brian Manning on the block. So the Rocks starting to get into a little bit of foul trouble. And the Royals will need to make them pay from the free throw line. They're shooting just 69% on the season from the charity stripe. The lob, Tolowasi going up, and we're going to have a foul on Pryor. Will Neighbor has been dishing some lovely dimes here tonight. The big man, very silky, smooth, skilled player. Lucas, 3-ball, doesn't go. Brian Manning tips it to himself. Nicely done from NBA Live. Working on Frazier, pulling his way in, and doesn't get the throwdown to go. So nice move by Brian Manning, but unable to convert on the throwdown. This is Pryor now, on to Bunyan. Washburn all over him. Washburn, one of the best defensive guards here in the BBL. Here's Carpenter. Pryor, 8 on the shot clock. You got to get something going. Frazier, Pryor, will he call his own number? He will, from the elbow, and he'll drain it. Nicely done from Greg Pryor. The American out of Chattanooga University, showing that mid-range game of his. Washburn driving, Washburn kick out. Lucas driving, Lucas with the right hand, and he's going to get whistled for a charge. Lovely defense there by the Rocks. Rogers going to check in now for Sam Tolowasi, and Josh Rogers has really been a terrific glue player here for the Royals. Does a lot of the dirty work for this squad, sets good screens, gets on the boards, gets the blockouts. And Man Mountain back into the game as well. Will Oharobi is going to come in as Will the Thrill, Will Neighbor takes a break. So Bunyan on now to Pryor, back to Bunyan. Over the timeline, Lucas all over him, hounding him. Here's Carpenter, gets the screen from Frazier. Royal switch, Carpenter, kick out. Ziegler, Bunyan, pump fake, Frazier. Mid-range jumper, it's short. Washburn pushing it now. Washburn, nice pass. Short corner. Lucas doesn't get it to go. Oh, Harobi with the effort. Lucas on now to Washburn. Lucas. 5 on the shot clock. Double comes. Oh, Harobi. Washburn, deep 3. Doesn't go. Frazier. Bunyan pushing it now. Ziegler. Pryor gets the screen from Bo. And now Ziegler calls his own number with a 3-ball, nothing but net. Greg Pryor heating up here at the Palace. West Washburn trying to answer back now for the Royals. Lucas, Washburn, Rogers. Oharobi gets a seal. The double comes. Brian Manning, the hook doesn't go. Nice rebound by Oharobi, and we got a foul here on Alistair Frazier, who's starting to get into a little bit of foul trouble. 4:05 left to go here in the second quarter. Royals offense has cooled down a little bit. Gareth Murray, the Team GB International, is going to come in now for Frazier. And this will send Oharobi to the free throw line, where he's had a little bit of trouble converting his free throws. And certainly, if he wants to stay on the court, this is an aspect of his game that he's really going to need to develop. And does a nice job on that one, hitting the first. So pretty evenly played second quarter here. The Rocks outscoring the Royals 8-7 right now, after the Royals completely dominated the first. And Oharobi goes 2 for 2. The big man getting it done at the charity stripe. This is Bunyan now. Over the timeline. On to Carpenter. Carpenter watched by Rogers. Pryor. Kick out. Carpenter up top. Driving. Carpenter from the elbow. Doesn't go. Oharobi with another board. He is doing great work on the glass tonight. Lucas gets the screen. Lucas all the way and gets it. And one opportunity for Ed Lucas. Skip to my Lucas. He turned the corner and put on the Jets. And a beautiful finish with the left hand. So Pryor is going to check out now along with Carpenter. Frazier and Rinkunis into the game. So Ed Lucas trying to finish off the three-point play here. And he does just that. Easy Ed won a national title in Angola last year with Petro de Luanda. This is Bunyan. Bunyan twisting and turning. Ziegler on to Rinkunis. Rinkunis. Frazier driving. Frazier, oh, he throws it down. And one. Nice move by Alistair Frazier. The big man saw daylight and with a strong move throwing it down. Could this be the spark the Rocks need here to get a bit more momentum here, as it's been one-way traffic tonight in favor of the Royals? And Frazier converts on the three-point play. Nicely done by the big fella. Washburn, 8 points so far tonight. Here's Lucas. Brian Manning backing in. Nice move by NBA Live off the window. So coming in off the bench tonight, Matthew Brian Manning with 4 points already. Here's Bunyan. Twisting and turning. Rinkunis gets the screen. Nice pick and roll. Ziegler, and he's fouled by Oharobi. Not a bad foul by Oharobi. Ziegler had an angle on him and was going to get an easy 2. So send Bo to the free throw line and see if he can convert. A.J. Roberts going to come in for Ed Lucas. Some nice minutes from Ed Lucas. 6 points already in this one for Easy Ed. So Bo Ziegler misses on the first attempt. Ziegler with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist in 15 minutes of action right now. And Ziegler knocks it down, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Now Washburn with Brian Manning, Roberts, Oharobi, and Rogers. Rogers on to Roberts. Rogers, 3-ball, and he cans it. Josh Rogers, the professional, knocking it down from downtown. Bunyan on to Gareth Murray. Ziegler. This is Frazier. Murray, pump fake, puts it on the floor. Tough shot, and it doesn't go, and Brian Manning can't haul in the rebound. Here's the 3-ball from Bunyan. Second chance points for the Glasgow Rocks. And back to within 14 now. Royals trying to get a bit more momentum here into the halftime, and they throw it away. Murray, Rinkunas, Frazier. Murray driving, kick out, Ziegler, back to Murray, 3-ball, and he's feeling it. Gareth Murray heating up. Couple of big shots here by the Rocks to climb back into this one. Washburn thought about it. Rogers, Washburn, Roberts. Washburn, 3-ball, drains it! Wes Washburn, WW from downtown. And we're into the final minute here of the second quarter. 14-point lead for the Royals. Bunyan, Ziegler, Frazier, Rinkunas. And we got a foul on Roberts with 46.3 seconds to go here in the second quarter. We're going to have a couple more substitutions. Hamilton and Jackman come in for Rogers and Brian Amani. So Rinkunas now at the free throw line, and as I said earlier, Rocks in action again this weekend against the Surrey Scorchers. Game they certainly need to win to stay in that 4-5 position. Sheffield Sharks breathing down on their neck, as well as the Plymouth Raiders, who have looked terrific here. So we got a timeout here. And don't forget to scoop up your tickets for the Benecos British Basketball Playoff Finals. The end of season finale is approaching. May Madness coming Sunday, May 19th at the iconic O2 Arena. Log on to AXS.com and scoop up your tickets while supplies last. They're going off the shelf in a hurry, and you don't want to miss this one. So many different storylines that could play out here. Will it be the London Lions? They've led gate to gate here in the BBL. They can clinch tomorrow, or Monday I should say, with a win in that BBC game against the Cheshire Phoenix, and of course the Leicester Riders, the defending champions. They know how to get it done in the pressure games. Very well coached by Rob Paternastro. And of course, the hottest team in the BBL right now. You're watching them, the Glasgow Rocks. 10 straight wins in a row at home. Last week with that 86-76 victory over the Cheshire Phoenix. And the London City Royals, of course, looking to add to their silverware collection after winning the BBL trophy in dramatic fashion back in March. Washburn on to Jackman. Roberts driving, Roberts, nice pass. Hamilton, the denial. And we have an injured player here. Looks like Frazier went down hard. Like he knocked his head on the hardwood. And let's hope he's okay. It was a big time collision. He rose well for the denial on Hamilton. And it was a physical encounter. And getting to his feet is Murray Hendry. It's Murray Hendry, the Canadian out of Georgetown, Ontario. Toronto suburb. And he's a tough cookie. He's going to stay in this one. Bang, bang play there. It looks like a foul on Hendry. Or it's going to be last touch on the Royals, indeed. So Rocks ball with 33.7. Chance to go 2 for 1 here if they get something off in a hurry. Bunyan pressured by Roberts. Ziegler sets the screen. Washburn looking for the steal. Bunyan driving at the elbow. Ziegler driving on Oharobi with the left hand, doesn't work, and Oharobi brings down the board. 10 seconds to go. Hamilton, will he call his own number and go isolation here? Oharobi sets the screen. Hamilton doesn't go, but gets the foul. And Ashley Hamilton, the captain, will go to the charity stripe for 2 shots here with 2.3 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Ashley Hamilton led Manresa back to the ACB top division in Spain. And his signing by Namoshiri, director of basketball operations, heralded as a historic moment, getting Hamilton to put pen to paper for 3 years here for the London City Royals. Has formed a dynamic duo with Matthew Bryan and Manning. Bunyan. Rinkunis. He's got to get it off in a hurry. Good if it goes. And that will do it for the first half here at the Crystal Palace National Sports Center. The London City Royals dominating proceedings in the first half, out in front 42-28. They outscored the Rocks 21-8 in the first quarter and 21-20 in the second. I'm Mike Weaver. I'll be back with more BBL action. Stay with us here. We got a good one. Welcome back here to the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. The London City Royals out in front 42-28 over the Glasgow Rocks in a game of potential first-round matchup here. The Rocks sitting in fourth, the Royals in fifth right now. And it has gone just as planned for the Royals tonight. They have done a fantastic job executing the game plan, and a lot of statistics that really stick out. Points in the paint favoring the Royals 16-6, along with bench points 17-6, which really the bench had favored the Glasgow Rocks. They've gotten a lot of production out of their bench throughout the season, but the Royals reserves really stepping up in this one. Fast break points also. Glasgow, a team that normally plays at pretty fast pace, but fast break points tonight favoring the Royals 7-0. And the rebounding has been a big storyline as well. The Royals rebounding the Rocks 22-13. Also picked up 3 steals to the Rocks' solo steal. And there's been 2 blocks on the night, both by the Rocks. The Rocks need to start shooting the ball a little bit better, shooting just at 36% from the floor. They have been good from behind the arc, where they're 5 of 11 for 45%. But you're not going to win too many games here in the BBL if you shoot 36%. The Rocks also need to get more production out of Kieran Achara. He gave them 20 points in their last game, along with Frazier, who also had 17 against Cheshire last week. But tonight it's Gareth Murray that leads the Rocks in scoring with 9 points. Wes Washburn with the ball right now, leading all scorers with 11 points. Here's Roberts. Washburn, Lucas. Roberts, Oharobi. Lucas. Here's Roberts in the corner, and the American doesn't get it. Nice effort by Oharobi, and he saves the ball to Washburn. Here's Washburn driving. Washburn lost the handle. Jackman thought about it, almost got stripped. Jackman with 4 on the shot clock, got to get something off. A deep 3, and that misses everything. That's going to be a shot clock violation on the Royals. Here's Pryor. Gets the screen. Royal switch, and now Pryor. Achara calling for it. Ziegler, Rinkunas, 10 on the shot clock. Ziegler, kick out, and numbers. Here comes Roberts. Throws it to Washburn, and a bit too pretty here in the early going here for the Royals. This is a team that's had some letdowns. They've got out to big leads, and they've let them skip away from them at times. Of course, last week, a loss to the Plymouth Raiders, where they led by 20 at one point. Nice dish by Rinkunas. Ziegler with the reverse. Beautiful play by the Rocks to bring them to within 12. Washburn on to Lucas. Jackman. Here's Roberts. And we have out of bounds here on Ed Lucas. So Royals didn't quite get the spacing right, and a couple of careless turnovers here in the early going. They need to do a better job coming out of halftime. This is Ziegler on to Pryor. Gets the screen. Achara. Handoff. Carpenter. Kenny Carpenter. He's been quiet tonight. Ziegler. And we have a foul off the ball. Looks like on Will Oharobi, as he got a hold on the big man Kieran Achara. Pryor will inbound here from the end line. Gets it down to big Kieran Achara. Pryor driving, looking for Achara. It's deflected. Achara gets it back. Strong move and a travel with Will Oharobi with a strong defensive play. So 8:03 left to go here in the third quarter. Both teams yet to really get in a rhythm here in the third. Roberts. Lucas. Here's Wes Washburn. Washburn, short corner, nothing but net from Wes Washburn. The lefty elevating nicely and knocking it down. Showing off that mid-range game of his that's very polished. Pryor. Rinkunas, the Lithuanian, on to Carpenter. Looking for a char on the block. He's gonna go to work on Oharobi. Baseline, the reverse. Nice bucket. So Achara with a crafty move. The veteran showing off the skills. Royals going with a different look here with Wes Washburn playing off the ball a little bit and Roberts handling a little bit of ball handling duties. Washburn driving, Washburn with the left hand finger roll. Slicing and dicing into the paint, Wes Washburn for 2. This is Pryor now. Watched by Washburn. Rinkunas coming off a screen. Kick out to Carpenter. He'll take it himself for 3, and he'll miss it. Roberts with the board. Washburn over the timeline. On to Roberts. Roberts driving. Roberts looking for the backdoor cut. Jackman had started making it, but didn't finish off the run, and that's a turnover on the Royals. And 14-point lead here for the Royals. Pryor trying to cut into it now. And coming off a screen is Rinkunas. Achara sets another for him. Rinkunas. Royal switch. Pryor wide open. 3-ball doesn't go. And it's Orland Jackman getting on the boards. Lucas. They'll push it. Lucas. The South London sniper coming off a screen. Lucas looking for Oharobi. Nice anticipation by Pryor, but unable to stay in bounds. So last touch on the Rocks, 13 on the shot clock. End line ball. Roberts to inbound for the Royals. As Rinkunas will try to deny the pass, or actually now Washburn is going to inbound. So Washburn, Roberts from the elbow, Jackman. Oharobi gets the seal. Oharobi with the left hand, and it's way off. Carpenter. Carpenter. On to Rinkunas, back to Kenny Carpenter. The 3-ball, nothing but net. Drills it with the money ball. And that's a big shot to bring the Rocks to within 11. Lucas. He's got some space to attack baseline. Off the glass and in. Nicely done by Skip to my Lucas. Pryor. 13-point lead here for the Royals. This is Carpenter. Gets the screen from Achara. Carpenter driving into the paint. Roberts does a nice job cutting him off. Rinkunas directing traffic, 4 on the shot clock. He's got to hurry. Kick out Achara. Achara. And that's a shot clock violation. Good defense. Nice rotations on the defensive end by the London City Royals. So Lucas to inbound now. Lucas, Washburn, Jackman, Roberts, and Oharobi, as Matthew Bryan Manning is going to check in a moment for the Royals. Here's Lucas. Washburn. Rocks clogging up the paint. Washburn driving. Washburn all the way. Doesn't go. Oharobi, second chance points and a chance for a 3-point play. Man Mountain doing it all tonight. What a performance from Will the Thrill. 7 rebounds already in this one. Leading all players with rebounding tonight. Will Oharobi making the most of the increased confidence shown in him by Coach Jay Williams tonight. And Oharobi misses the 3-point play. And now the Rocks looking to run. Rinkunas. Foot was on the line. It's a 2. Lucas. Watched by Pryor. This is Jackman. Roberts. Lucas. Washburn. Gets the screen now from Oharobi. Slicing and dicing, 3-ball, Lucas, splash! From the wing, Easy Ed Lucas knocking it down. And Matthew Bryan Manning and Jules Dangakoto gonna come in now for Oharobi and AJ Roberts. And Roberts with some nice minutes, leading the Royals with 3 assists so far in tonight's proceedings. Pryor. Got 4:10 left to go here in the third quarter. 16-point lead for the home side. And this is a tough building to play in. Ziegler driving on Jackman. Ziegler doesn't go. And Brian Manning picks up the board. Washburn. Dangakoto, Washburn wide open. Washburn, nice pass. Brian Manning, the fade, gets it. MBA with another 2. 18 points to the good, the Royals, with a little bit of head of steam going now as Gareth Murray's going to check in a moment. Carpenter driving. Brian Manning cuts him off. Ziegler up top. Thinks about it, puts it up, and splashes it. Bo Ziegler, the American, showing range. And brings the Rocks to within 15. Washburn. Jackman, nice move with the show and go. And he'll go to the charity stripe for 2. Orland Jackman really stepping things up recently here for the Royals. Their emotional and spiritual leader. Served as captain earlier in the season for the Royals with Ashley Hamilton out with injury. And of course, he's twice won the BBL Cup. A stint in Cheshire. And he's been around the block. He's won some silverware here in the BBL. He's also played in Portugal and Germany. And really a player you can always count on to bring it with 100% effort. So Jackman misfires on the first attempt and gets the second to go. Substitution now. Nasty Neighbor coming in for Bearded Boy Wonder. So Jackman will catch a breather now. Here is Bunyan. Washburn on him. Murray sets the screen. Bunyan picks up his dribble. Frazier, Rinkunas. Frazier sets the screen. Nice pass, Frazier. Right down the lane and gets the roll. Nicely done with the left hand. 2:49 left to go here. Washburn on to Lucas. Lucas running off a couple of screens. And now it's Dangakoto with 8 on the shot clock. Dangakoto, and he just loses the handle. A careless turnover from Jules Dangakoto, and that's the type of errors that have plagued this Royals squad at times, just concentration lapses. Here's Bunyan. Drops it off to Rinkunas. He pulls the trigger, and he hits it. Rinkunas showing the range with a lovely jumper. Here's Washburn now. Brian Manning up top. Puts it on the floor. Brian Manning backing in, fading, and he's going to be called for a walk. And we got a substitution now and a timeout here called by Coach Jay Williams. So 2:04 left to go here in the third quarter. London City Royals out in front, 56-45 ahead of the Rocks tonight. And it's certainly gone to game plan here for the Royals. They've had the jumpers fallen. They've had the ball movement. They've got good contributions off the bench. They've been looking to push it when possible. And certainly has been good execution. The Rocks, to their credit, not giving up here. They've fought back here nicely in the third quarter, outscoring the Royals 17-14. Gareth Murray with 9 points, leading the attack, but it's that balanced scoring. Bo Ziegler with 8, Rinkunis with 8 as well. And they're starting to get a few more points in the paint as they try and chip away at this lead. Last year, of course, the Rocks finished in 4th position and knocked off the Surrey Scorchers in the first round before falling to the London Lions in the semifinals. Here's Bunyan. Murray sets the screen. Bunyan. Here's Murray. Thought about it. Bunyan. Rinkunis. He's been hot. He's short on this one. And now it's Dangakoto pushing it. Dangakoto driving. Dangakoto all the way, and he gets the reverse. Smooth crown jewels all the way to the basket for 2. Bunyan. Bunyan. Now they kick out to Rinkunis. Another 3-ball for him, and he rattles it in and out. Rims unforgiving. So the Royals catch a break here. Dangakoto, and we're going to have a moving screen here called on Matthew Bryan and Manning. So a couple of calls gone against him. And an important stretch here for MBA to keep his focus. Did not play coach's decision last game out against Sheffield. Bunyan. This is Fraser. Rinkunis. Bunyan. Driving. Nice pass. Fraser. Bunyan and the elbow. Murray. 3-ball. In and out. Brian Manning catches the board and now gets it on to Will Neighbor. Wes Washburn over the timeline. Roberts will slow it down. Roberts coming off a couple of screens. Roberts puts it on the deck. 4 on the shot clock. Dangakoto, tough shot, doesn't go. Fraser with the board. Murray now pushing it. 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Nice dish, and the reverse. Fraser with an easy 2 on a blown coverage. So we're right back in it here with the Rocks trailing by 11. Royals will play for last shot here with 7. And with a foul to give, heads up play by Bunyan. So 5.6. Sideline ball. The Royals will have to get something off in a hurry here. Try and get something going downhill. Roberts. Washburn. Washburn with the teardrop. Gets it! Wes Washburn going to the highlight reel with a lovely teardrop and a chance for a 3-point play. So Wes Washburn has been electric tonight. Played in Germany, NBA G League earlier this season for the Iowa Energy, affiliate of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now Carpenter, got to get it off. He lets it go, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. So the Rocks showing some nice fight back here in the 3rd, but at the end of 3, it's the London City Royals in complete control here, up 61-47. I'm Mike Weaver. I'll be back with more BBL action in just a minute. Stay with us. We're in for a great finish. Welcome back here to the Crystal Palace National Sports Center, one of the meccas of British basketball. There's been a lot of big wins here over the years. And we're looking like we're going to see another great finish here. A couple of teams that could be on a collision course for a first-round matchup in the BBL playoffs here. The Glasgow Rocks in 4th position at 16-13. London City Royals looking to climb ahead of them in these standings, sitting at 16-14 right now in their inaugural season. And what a campaign it has been for this squad. Director of Basketball Operations, Anamo Shiri, really doing a fantastic job putting together such a talented squad in such a short time. And they've had the chemistry. They've looked unstoppable at times. They've made the Palace. They've packed it and made it one of the toughest fortresses to play in, going undefeated at home in league play for 6 months. Here's Bunyan, kick out. Murray in the corner, Rinkunas, he's run off the line. Murray, kick out, Rinkunas. Mid-range jumper, nothing but net. Smooth shooting stroke from the Lithuanian Lightning. Washpin now, on to Roberts. Washpin thought about it. Dengakoto driving, Dengakoto, kick out, Roberts for 3. And Carpenter with the board. Rocks, nice pass to Frazier. He was making a beautiful rim run, but the execution just not there. Pass a little bit low, and Frazier unable to handle it, but the idea was there. And you know, the Rocks need to play an up-tempo game here. As you get the feeling the Royals aren't going to pull the trigger on any quick shots here. Dengakoto driving, baseline. Neighbor, Washpin, defense resets. Dengakoto, nice dish. Hamilton, he doesn't miss often from inside, but this is Bunyan now. Murray, wide open. Bunyan nails it. Big time bucket from Bunyan. Johnny big time with the 3. And we are back to within single digits. Roberts. Skip pass. Dengakoto. Neighbor. 3 ball. Doesn't go. Roberts. Second effort. Doesn't go. And now Carpenter. He's got a mismatch here on Washpin. Carpenter goes up and finishes. Nice bucket from Kenny Carpenter, recognizing the size mismatch. 7-point lead. Rocks are rolling right now. Washpin driving from the elbow, gets it. Big response from Wes Washpin, and a basket the Royals desperately needed, as Mo has shifted on the favor of the Glasgow Rocks here. Murray swings it to Rinkunas. Rinkunas. 2-man game with Murray. Murray driving, lost the handle, gets it back with a hand in his face. It doesn't go, and Neighbor brings down the board. Washpin looking to push it. Washpin will slow it down. Neighbor, deep 3, it's short. Here's Bunyan. Screen coming, Bunyan. Murray. Frazier gets the seal on the block, facing up, backing in. Strong move, and good D from Neighbor. Dengakoto. Over the timeline, driving Dengakoto. Euro stepping, and he picks up the foul on Alistair Frazier. As Alvisi Dusha, Sam Tolowasi, and Ed Lucas all going to check in here for the City Royals. And Achara is going to come back in as well. So full-scale changes here from both teams as they look to shake things up. 9-point lead here for the Royals, trying to get it back to double digits. Dusha. It's not a quiet game, had 4 points on Friday against Sheffield. And he goes to Hamilton. Nice pass, beautiful execution, tic-tac-toe for the Royals. And Roberts lays it in for 2. Pryor Driving now, Pryor. Achara. Carpenter driving baseline, and he's stripped. And that's out of bounds on the Royals, so will remain Rock's possession. And Carpenter now will check out. So 6:35 left to go here. Rock's down 11. Bunyan. Driving, Bunyan into the paint. Nice pass, unable to handle it though. And here's Roberts, one-on-one. Roberts going up, off the window, doesn't go, and Hamilton pulls it up. Roberts gets it back, great effort. Lucas for threes, in and out. And now Pryor brings it down. Pryor, this is Bunyan. And we got a foul on Tolawasi as he stops the clock with 6:09 left to go here. And we're gonna have a substitution, AJ Roberts. Some great minutes from him. He'll check out, and Orlin Jackman will come in. So a bit of rebounding for shooting. Achara. This is Ziegler. Ziegler on to Achara. The big man pulls the trigger. It's long. Jackman with the board. Dusha. Over the timeline. Gets the screen from Hamilton. Hamilton, 3-ball. Doesn't go. And now Achara gets it on to Pryor. Pryor pushing it. Bunyan. Johnny Bunyan now. Ziegler. Pryor. Crossing over. And now working on Tolawasi. Pulls up for three. It doesn't go, and Lucas brings down the board. Lucas dribbling into traffic. Dusha. Jackman. They'll slow it down. Lucas up top. Hamilton wide open, calling for it. And they attempt a difficult pass to Jackman, and it's a turnover. Bunyan the other way. Wide open Pryor. Splash. Big time bucket from Greg Pryor. And it's an 8-point game. Under 5 to go here at the Palace. Royals need a score here. Momentum shifting to the Rocks. Dusha, Hamilton, Jackman wide open in the corner. Doesn't get the 3 to go. Pryor. And Dusha reaching in, and it's going to get whistled for the foul. So the sideline ball for the Rocks, and we're going to have a timeout with 4:35 left to go. And get on the internet as we speak. The Benecos British Basketball Playoff Finals are approaching. May Madness, Sunday, May 19th at the iconic O2 Arena. We've seen some fantastic finishes there before, and the end of season finale will be a good one. Log on to AXS.com and get the tickets while they are still available. They're coming off the shelf in a hurry. And there's a lot of teams that could be there. It's so wide open right now in the BBL. A lot of parity. A team to really keep your eye on right now, as well as down in 7th position. The Plymouth Raiders have really been making a lot of noise. Of course, they've got Rashad Hassan leading the BBL in scoring, averaging up around 20 a game. And of course, Dante Nicholas has been a triple-double machine this season, and he's really turned it on lately. So that's a dark horse to watch out for. Of course, the Sheffield Sharks, Dirk Williams and Alexander, they can really make it rain from beyond the arc. So a lot of teams that could sneak in there beyond the favorites. Of course, the Newcastle Eagles, the most successful BBL club in history. Now back to the action is Pryor. Bunyan doesn't get the 3 to go, tapped out. Pryor saves it. Second chance opportunity. Pryor, 3-ball with a hand in his face. It's short, and Pryor tracks down his own board. from the free throw line, and he gets the jumper to go. So the Royals allowing the Rocks multiple opportunities. Got to keep their foot on the gas pedal here. Dusha driving, Dusha, kick out, Jackman. Jackman shaking and baking, turning, Jackman off the window and in for two. And the Royals needed that one. This is Pryor now. Achara, Bunyan. Dribble handoff, Geddes with the runner, doesn't go. Lucas with the board, Lucas pushing it. Lucas, nice dish, Hamilton, throw down! Whoa, baby! Hamilton getting up high and coming down hard. Pryor, can he respond? What a spark that may just have given the Royals here. And Geddes blows a tire, and that's going to be a turnover on the Rocks as Carpenter is going to come in. Bunyan going to catch a breather now. And the Royals up by 10 with 3:07 to go. Can they close this one out? Dusha, Tolawasi, Dusha, Lucas driving, and we have a foul on the play against Kenny Carpenter. Didn't quite have his feet set as Lucas drove into him. Lucas, Dusha, Tolawasi, Hamilton, and Jackman to close it. Dusha. And he throws it right into a pack of Rocks. Here's Pryor in transition from the elbow. And Ziegler taps it in. Nice athleticism from Ziegler crashing the boards. Back to within 8. Dusha, Lucas. Dusha, Tolawasi. Jackman. Dusha driving, kick out, Lucas for 3. Doesn't go. Second chance, Tolawasi collects and goes up. He's denied by Achara again, and he gets it! Sam the man with a tremendous effort inside. Too strong, Sam Tolawasi. 38 push-ups, one-handed for breakfast, they say. Yet to verify it, but I believe it. He is a tower of power. Sam Tolawasi started the season in Italy before coming over mid-season, playing back at home, the Hackney native, in front of family and friends, and he makes it a 3-point play. He converts from the charity stripe. So Frazier and Hendry are coming in. Carpenter and Achara going to take a breather. 11 points. Frazier, and we got a foul on Hamilton as he gambled trying to get the steal. So just a little over 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Geddes on to Pryor. Is the defense on here? Can the Royals lock in? Hendry hands it off. Carpenter with the teardrop off the window. Nice basket from Kenny Carpenter. Back to single digits. Tolawasi. Hamilton. Lucas. Jackman. And he threw it away. Pryor. Terrific anticipation. Pryor. Driving. Pryor to the basket. Pryor. And he draws the foul on Dusha. He pleads his case that he had verticality there. He's going to get whistled for a push, so that'll stop the clock with 1:40. Down 9 here. Pryor trying to cut in to the lead. They got to get some baskets and some stops. And that is a costly miss by Greg Pryor.
I am sorry to say, prove me right once again.
6'2" guard out of Chattanooga. And he goes 1 for 2 as Bunyan is going to come in here for Pryor. Pryor with 8 points on the night. And Johnny Bunyan coming in with 9. This is Dusha on to Tolawasi. Lucas. Hamilton. Tolawasi into a double team. Jackman gathers it up. 5 on the shot clock. Jackman pulls up. Way off on that attempt. And it's going to be last touch on the Rocks. So 1 second, they got to inbound and get a shot off. Look to see if they get something going towards the rim. Try and go an alley-oop. Timeout going to be called here by Jay Williams with 1:16 to go. 8-point lead here for the Royals. So we'll see what Jay Williams has in his trick book, what he can get off here with 1 second. It'll be interesting to see if they go upstairs with an alley-oop, throw the lob, or if they have someone coming off a screen, curling, and will shoot right away. Rocks, of course, need to get a stop here, need to hit some threes as well, as the clock is their enemy right now as they trail by 8. So the London City Royals riding the back of a terrific first half, outscoring the Rocks 21-8 in the first and 21-20 in the second. The third was all deadlocked at 19, and here in the fourth, the Rocks have fought back, outscoring the Royals 17-11 to bring us to where we are right now, 72-64 for the home side and the reigning BBL trophy champions, London City Royals, here in their inaugural season. And the Rocks looking to follow up last year's 4th place finish in the BBL championship with another 4th place finish. And Jackman doesn't get it to go. Geddes the other way. Almost went out of bounds there. Carpenter. 3 ball. It's good. Big time bucket. 5 points is the lead for the Royals. They're not out of this one yet. Trying to get out of the woods if they can get a basket here. Hamilton gets it. Big time bucket from the captain. 7 points. Rocks need to get something off quickly. Geddes, 3 ball, doesn't go, and it's out of bounds. So it'll be Royals ball here, or we have a foul here on the play. It looks like Alvisi Dusha is going to get whistled for it. And didn't see the foul on the play here, but looks like it's going to send Johnny Bunyan to the free throw line for 2. So 42.4 to go here. 7 points is the deficit. The Rocks still very much in this. Important that they knock down these 2. Bunyan. And that could be costly, as the point guard misfires on the first attempt. The Falkirk native will try to make good here on the second. And he does just that. 6-point lead. Do they foul? Not yet, and Dusha throws it away. Bunyan, kick out. Carpenter, Bunyan, 3 ball, doesn't go. Geddes doesn't go. And it's out of bounds. Last touch on the Royals. 28.2 seconds to go. And we're going to get a timeout here from the Glasgow Rocks. So the Rocks showing that resilience, never giving up. This is one thing this team certainly has: character, character, character. They could have hung their heads. They got down early, but never gave up and continued to chip away at this lead. And still very much in this. If they can get a 3 off, get a stop or a turnover, they could pull off a improbable comeback here. The Royals have to like their chances here. They've been through a lot of these clutch time games, and they've shown a lot of magic here at home in front of the home crowd. Do they have more magic? Or will the Rocks get the genie out of the bottle here and pull off some magic of their own? 28.2 seconds to go. Rocks stuck 6 with possession. Tolowasi, Lucas, Dusha, Jackman, Hamilton, Frazier, Geddes, Hendry, Bunyan, Carpenter. So Frazier to inbound. Nice pass and the throwdown from Hendry. So they go for the quick 2. Jackman gets it over the timeline to Lucas. And the foul comes, and it's Dusha that is fouled by Johnny Bunyan. So 20 seconds to go, and the Rocks with a foul to give. They'll try and get a steal here off the inbound. Otherwise, I think they're going to have to foul quickly. So Tolowasi to inbound, as our officials have a couple of words with the official scorekeepers. And it looks like Wes Washburn is going to come in for Tolowasi. So to put a little bit more shooting on the court as well, in case the Rocks try to foul right away. Great performance from Sam Tolowasi tonight. 5 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Dusha to inbound. And we got a foul on Bunyan. Unsportsmanlike, and that's a tough call on the Rocks here, as that's going to give the Royals 2 shots and possession. So Dusha will step up to the line, the Albanian international. Product of London United, and he knocks down the first. He's been around the block, played in Worcester, Cheshire, a couple of his stops. And Dusha on the second goes 2 for 2. He had a huge game in the BBL Trophy final. He's gaining a reputation as a clutch performer for the Royals. So that puts the home side up by 6 with 20 seconds to go here. Dusha to inbound, Hamilton. Frazier on him. The double comes, and that'll put Ashley Hamilton, the captain, at the free throw line with 16.3 to go. So the London native playing back in Britain for the first time in his career. So Frazier fouls out of this one. Hamilton now trying to put the nail in the coffin here from the charity stripe. And he knocks down the first. So a big bucket here for Hamilton. And the Royals captain goes 2 for 2. Carpenter pushing it now. Carpenter driving. Carpenter doesn't go. Follows it up. Carpenter with the teardrop. Still doesn't go. And that's going to be out of bounds with 4 seconds to go. And Royals ball. So that will do it here. The Royals supporters up on their feet, supporting the effort here by the home side. A textbook victory that will move them ahead into 4th place in the BBL standings as they leapfrog the Glasgow Rocks and win the season series 2-1, as well as 2 victories against the Rocks in the BBL Trophy semifinals. So a big victory for the Royals as they have their eyes set on home court advantage in the playoffs. I'm Mike Weaver. Thanks for being with us tonight. It's still a busy schedule here in this holiday weekend in the BBL. Tomorrow, Surrey Scorchers are going to welcome the Glasgow Rocks down to Guildford, and the Plymouth Raiders, very hot team right now, have a huge matchup with major playoff implications against the Bristol Flyers. And the Manchester Giants, another team on the playoff bubble right now, will host the Leicester Riders. And on Monday, London Lions hosting the Cheshire Phoenix. You can see that one on the BBC. I'm Mike Weaver. Thanks for being with us. The London Lions, of course, will try and clinch first place here in the BBL Championship. Well, thanks for being with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed this one as much as we did. In the end, it's the London City Royals with a big 78-70 victory over the Glasgow Rocks. It was end-to-end. It was back and forth, rim rattling, slam dunking action. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. For everyone here with the crew, thanks for being with us, and we'll see you again soon.